Hi, we are here today to talk about what fits in this tiny little guy. This is the Gucci Ophidia GG Supreme Mini. That's exactly what it's called. And it is the tiny little guy that is the smaller version of the regular sized Ophidia, which is this size. So this is a vintage one that I got in the 80s, and this is the new baby. So this is very exciting. I love that I have something that's a throwback to my very first Gucci purchase in the 80s. It was like 1984. So now that I have this, I'm so excited to see what exactly fits in it and to show you too. So we're gonna basically review this bag. I have not used it yet. As you can see, the stickers are still on it. First, I wanna see what fits in it and get an idea. So let's just go through it quickly as to see what it is all about. So here it is. This gorgeous bag is the kind of old school Gucci logo with the red and green stripe fabric, brown leather, has a front zip. You could fit approximately, I'm guessing, like a lip gloss or two in there. Doesn't go down very far. It has a non-detachable strap, so it is attached. And a zip top. It's kind of like a camera bag style. A microfiber lining. And one slip pocket back here. And then over here on this side, you have a detachable, like a keychain type of a hook clasp. Let's see if I can get a better view of that. And the way it detaches is with a toggle on a D-ring. So see, it just comes right off with a toggle. It goes on that D-ring right there. Which is really nice because guess what? You could use this in any of your bags. I have several Louis Vuitton bags that have a D-ring, and this would work perfectly in all of those bags. So this factor alone is pretty wonderful. It does say Gucci right here on this clasp. So I think that's really nice. I like that. Plus, you can take it out of this if you don't want to bring keys with you. This is just a little bit of extra space taken up in there. So you take that right out, use it in any other bag, you're good to go. So let's go ahead and put that back in for now. In this back pocket right now, I do have the cards that came with it, the control card, and I don't know why I have two of these, but I do. Two of these little care booklets. So I will take those out for now. This will be the interior of the bag. Not a lot of space, but it's not too bad either. First of all, let's talk strap. This strap is longer than your average crossbody bag strap. So if you're looking for a longer strap, this one would be your friend. If you are quite petite and you do not want a longer strap, this might not be so great, although you could possibly punch more holes in it at a leather person. They could possibly do that for you. So this is on the shortest setting, and that is where I like it. For me, crossbody, this bag fits perfectly, and I'm 5'5" tall, which is 167 centimeters, I think, something like that. So that is my height, and I like it on the shortest setting possible, personally. I took a couple quick little pics, and we'll see how awful and embarrassing they are, but I will probably put them in here to show you where it hits me on my body, on my frame. So yes, the strap is quite long, and for me, it works perfectly. Others may not. The strap comes undone. It's just basically unbuckled. That's all there is to it. The shortest length strap drop. So at the shortest, the strap drop is about 23 inches. That's the shortest. At its longest, it's about 27 inches long. So it is quite a long crossbody strap. So like I said, I like my bag on the shortest setting, and it does have this, oh, that's really cute. It does have this loop that you can stick the little end in once you've chosen your setting. so this part doesn't flap around all over the place. However, if you're like me and you have it on the shortest setting, you do have this little extra bit that does hang down over where it attaches to the bag. Okay, so you will have that bit. Oh, another thing I do want to mention about the strap, and I noticed this from the very first, and I texted my friend who also has one of these, Susan. Hi, Susan. And I asked her if she had this on hers too, and she said yes, she did. And it did bother her a little bit at first, but it doesn't anymore. And I'm still working on how I feel about it. But basically, the strap is one, you know, it's a piece of leather attached, you know, with the buckle, and it's just smooth and lovely. And then all of a sudden, for some strange reason, there's this on the underside, so not on the part that you see. You can see what I mean, but on the underside, there's this where it's like a line where two pieces have been joined together. Do you see that? And then a little bit further down the strap, you have another one that's on top. So it's kind of like where the leather was joined together, I'm guessing. Why they did that, I have no idea. And I don't think that's the most wonderful thing. I feel like they could have avoided that somehow. It would have been nice. However, it's very unnoticeable unless it bothers you. I doubt anyone would notice it or think anything of it. However, that's completely a personal choice that I'm still deciding for myself how I feel about it. So it's just something to think about, and I just wanted to let you know that that is the case, and it's not just with mine, it's also with the other person that I spoke to too. She has it also. So I'm assuming that's on all of them. If you have this bag, check yours and tell me if you don't have it, because that would be very interesting. So now let's see what fits in this guy. First of all, let's do some measurements. According to the measurements online, this bag would not fit my iPhone Plus, but it does. So my measurements show, let's see if I can even show you here. It's definitely about 7 inches, as you can see, by about 5 inches. By 2 inches. So as I was saying, my iPhone 8 Plus was my biggest concern. Could that go in? And yes, it sure does. That was my biggest concern. And of course, I wouldn't have gotten it if it didn't. It fits right in perfectly with a case on it. It has the one of the Apple silicone cases on it. So it's even a little bit bigger than it would be if it didn't have the case. So that fits in and it fits perfectly. What else can I get in there? Let's say I wanted to bring my wallet and I was using my Victorine, my Louis Vuitton Victorine wallet, which I do use all the time. Let's see if that goes in. Sure does. With a little bit of room to spare also. You'd still have room for a key. Maybe you have a little pouch thing for something for your, I don't know what. There's that, and you'd still have some room for a lip gloss. Let's grab something, or a lipstick. I just have a whole bunch of things here with me so we can do some comparison. Okay, so here I can throw in a chapstick and a Clinique lipstick. Okay, so that's my phone, a Victorine wallet, a key pouch, a lipstick, and a chapstick. Okay, and I think I would still be able to slide my sunglasses right there on top. Absolutely, sure can. So that is not a problem. Okay, now I'm always going to want to have this with me. So let's put that in again. And let's say I don't want a full, a full like Victorine sized wallet. I'll just grab my little Chanel card case. It's one of these. I just want to have a few cards and things with me. Plop that in with my phone. And I would need car keys and maybe a house key, let's say. So let's throw that in also. It doesn't really stand, yeah, it does stand up. It would stand there. Yeah, that's perfect. Can't go anywhere without chapstick for sure. And then I usually want a lipstick also. So let's put those in there. That really doesn't afford us a whole lot of extra room. Maybe another lip gloss. You can throw in a thing of hand cream, a lip gloss, some breath mints. And then maybe we can still get my glasses in there. Ooh, I think so. Oh, just barely. Okay. Yes, all of that does fit. So there you go with that. You can fit a few more things if you downsize from a wallet and you just put something smaller like a card case in there. Now, let's see what other like individual type items fit that you may be questioning. Okay, I've taken everything out. Let's see if a mini pochette fits. Oh, it's empty, but still, let's just see if it goes in there. It looks like it will. So a mini pochette does fit. Pops right in. And you could attach this to the D-ring inside, and that would make it even more secure if you wanted to do that also. So that's nice that this does fit. It gives like an extra, almost like a divided purse inside. If it's a divided bag, has two separate sections, that kind of gives that idea. So that's really nice if you want to have just random things in the one side and like, let's say your wallet or your phone on the other side, that they're not scratching up against each other. So it's nice to know that that fits. The Louis Vuitton round coin purse definitely fits, along with the mini pochette. A key case would fit there too, with the mini pochette. And yes, I do not have things in the mini pochette, but I feel like, yes, there's still space to put things in there. So that would definitely work with room on the top, again, for sunglasses or something to that effect. Reading glasses. So that does work. Now, let's see how this fits with a sunglasses case. I'm kind of thinking this isn't going to work. It pretty much would take up the whole bag. I think it's a little too wide, but let's see. This is the Louis Vuitton MM sunglasses case with glasses in it, so it's not super flat. All right. It looks like it will fit, but it is definitely more of a tight struggle. I mean, you're just really pushing it. And that's not, no, it doesn't really. I mean, I could cram it in there. I don't want to, so yeah. This is a small agenda. So for any of you who have this and you know basically what size this is, or you've seen this many times before, let's see the comparison. It looks like it will fit. Again, I'm not sure why you'd want to do this, but it does work if you just really want your agenda and you have some cards in there with you, in the agenda itself. You could still put your phone, if I could find it. Oh, you can still put your phone in there. That would work. And a lip gloss. Perfect. A little bit of room to spare for, let's say, a car key or something to that effect. So you could get your entire small agenda, plus your phone, plus a lip product, plus car keys in there. That would work well too. And let's see if a lip gloss fits in this front zip. I feel like that would be like the perfect, and it is absolutely perfect for a long lip gloss. See if two fit. Let's see if I have another one in here. Okay, I have a concealer that's close enough. So I have a lip gloss and a concealer. Both of those fit in that front zip, so that's kind of perfect. You could put two lip glosses, whatever. Nice, it's easy to get to that way too. Or a lip gloss and a chapstick. Obviously that would work. Nice. Pretty much whatever you put in there, you can fit your sunglasses without a case. Many times I have one of those little soft cases that you can then use to wipe your glasses off with. If you put that around it, it would protect your glasses even more, would fit right on top. So they do fit beautifully well that way. And then I also wanted to add that in order to make most of the space you have, if you just want to take a little bit of cash, fold the bills, you've got your driver's license, you have a debit card, that's all you need is just this little bit for payment and for identification. Slip that in this back slot right there, and that still leaves you with the entire remainder of the bag to fill with whatever else you need or want. So you really don't need any kind of a card keeper or wallet. If you don't want to have that with you, you can easily just put those things right back here in this slot, and then that leaves the entire bag for you to fill up however you like. So that's probably what I will do most often, I think, because I like to have a lot of stuff with me, so that way I can get more in there. This is the Pochette accessoire or accessories, whichever one you want to say, from Louis Vuitton, just to give an idea of the size here. Very similar. Obviously, this one's thinner, but you get the idea that it's very similar in size that way. This is the Toiletry 19. So if you have the Toiletry 19, you get an idea that it's a similar size. This is a little taller. Very similar. Here's my Pochette Matisse. This is what it looks like against that. Much smaller, as you can see. And then other than that, I have my Chanel Mini to compare it to. Here's my Chanel Mini rectangle. And here is the Gucci Mini. Very similar, actually. I would have thought that this was quite a bit bigger, but it's not as much bigger as I thought. This is wider this way. Tiny, tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. So yes, this is a little tiny bit bigger, as you can see, but not great gobs. So I hope that gives you a bit of an idea of what can fit in this bag, approximately, you know, what's going on with it, how it works, and so forth. If you have any specific questions that I did not talk about, please let me know and I will do the best I can to answer them for you. But here it is. This is the start, and let's see what we can do with this. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it as always. Take care. Bye.